I really remember wondering what the paths of the dead could be, and Peter simply didn't want a dark, damp hole. Peter wanted another world inside.
And I did some drawings of this necropolis, which would actually have the tomb of the King of the Dead as a central focus.
The actual structures themselves have the same kind of feel of this place called Petra in Jordan. And, you know, I know that when they were doing the early design, you know, people actually talked about that as a reference point.
And Peter decides that the necropolis should crack open and release the skulls of these thousands and thousands of people who've been interred there over the years.
So initially it was like, can you make 200 skulls? No problem. And then it came back, 2,000, no problem. It might take a week. And then 2,000 became 6,000, 6,000 became 10,000, 10,000 became 20,000, ultimately 60,000.
And then, in the end, we needed to get 20,000 more, 80,000 skulls. And you say, it's an awful lot of skulls. No, it's not. It's just barely 1 cubic meter of skulls. So 1 cubic meter of skulls having to be built into this huge set. You have to load these things and then just hope that nothing gives way until you actually have the camera rolling.
The slightest bit of vibration would crumble the whole thing, and then we'd have to go in and start again.
So this took more engineering than any other physical effect that we did. But we managed to make it work finally.
Absolutely great, guys.
And they'd also done a lot of live action shooting of full-size skulls.
It's pretty cool. Once we rolled the skulls down, we had to pick them all up and take them back to the top and do it again.
It was sort of fun. You know, people had bags and they were sort of like shooting baskets. And after a while, throwing skulls at each other, it was kind of a weird atmosphere.
We had to extend those shots. We would work out what the angle had to be to match the live action full-size piece and then start the cascade of skulls up so that we could make it look like the avalanche just sort of stretched away into the distance.